This is what a good circuit breaker looks like. This is not. There is no worse feeling than smelling and seeing smoke rising from your van's electrical cabinet. And that's what happened to me yesterday. And the reason is this. It's an 80 amp circuit breaker. It was in line between my solar panels and my charge controller. I was just sitting right here, minding my business, getting some work done on the laptop when I smelled something funny. And then I saw smoke rising from over there. I ripped everything off that shelf. I ripped the pegboard off the front of the electrical panel, and it had stopped smoking by then, but I saw some signs of severe meltage and heat on that circuit breaker. You can see what I mean down here. That is roasty toasty. That's a technical term in the electrical industry I just made up. The scariest thing is that even after melting like that, the breaker maintained the connection between my solar panels and my charge controller, meaning if my panels had been on like runaway current or something like that, and the breaker melted, it wouldn't have opened the circuit. It would have just kept flowing, just like it did this time. So I unplugged my solar panels and made sure there was no power going through that circuit. I took the breaker out of there, tested everything. It was the breaker itself that was the issue. So yeah, that's reassuring when the safety device that is supposed to prevent smoke and flames from happening in your electrical system causes the smoke and almost the flames to happen. Fortunately, I just got back to Quartzsite, Arizona, which is probably the best possible place for this to happen. I hopped on the motorcycle, took a quick ride over to Solar Bills. They had replacement breakers in stock because they do solar installations. I could have gone to Discount Solar and also gotten it. So within a couple of hours of the problem happening, I was fixed and up and running again. But if you know my origin story and know that my van journey started earlier than planned because of a little apartment fire I had, you can imagine how freaked out I got over the prospect of potentially losing this home to smoke and flames as well. Yeah, it was not a good day yesterday, but I got through it, I got it fixed, Everything's fine. I've got 300 watts going into my batteries right now out of the 600 watt panels, which, you know, for a mid-February day is actually pretty good. The important thing is that everything's working again, and I have a much better quality circuit breaker in line doing its job properly. So we're good from here. What do you think about electrical problems, huh?
Extreme close-up! Wah!
Anyway, despite Lister's meowing, life here is good. I've got my shade cloth up because it's actually getting warm. It's amazing. Actually a little bit hot in the middle of the day, so it's nice to have. I can do a whole video about this setup at some point, but you can get the basic idea for now. It was so nice at lunchtime, I even grilled up some burgers for lunch. Sorry, I didn't save you any. And I'm not doing a video on how to cook burgers because it's just cooking burgers. So I'm sitting here having a beer, celebrating 1,000 subscribers. Wow. Anyone who knows YouTube knows what a big milestone that is. So thank you. Thank you for following my adventure. Thanks for subscribing. This is just the beginning. My adventure is not over. It's gonna keep going. And I would say I have big plans in store. The truth is, I have no plans in store. I don't know what I'm doing for the season's travel or anything like that. I'm just making this up as I go. But I got a few things in the works. I got a few ideas. So thank you, and stay tuned. The journey continues.
Fleeing from the Cylon tyranny, the last battlestar, Galactica, leads a ragtag fugitive fleet on a lonely quest. A shining planet known as Earth.